Hey yo, it's Bryan here. Today, gonna be talking about the San Francisco 49ers gonna be predicted in a game against the Seattle Seahawks this Sunday. So let's just dive into it. Now, the San Francisco 49ers, they had a bye week last week, so nothing to talk about right there. And the Seattle Seahawks, they just came out with a loss of Monday Night Football against the Atlanta Falcons, and it was pretty disappointing, I would say. I know defensively, they're actually pretty damn good because they held Matt Ryan to only almost 200 yards, which is pretty impressive for the type of offense that Atlanta's usually notorious for. And Seattle, it was just a heartbreaker, I would say. I mean, the fake field goal, I understand what Pete Carroll was trying to do. He's trying to get something going, trying to catch the Falcons off guard, and the Falcons looked like they were not caught off guard. They looked like they were pretty ready for the fake field goal, and it was pretty bad right there. I mean, I have to give Pete Carroll a little bit of credit for trying something different, but at the same time, it was a pretty stupid play, but I can't do anything about that. And what else? Oh, Blair Walsh. Oh, gosh. That guy needs to go, man. Everyone in Seattle, if you're a Seattle Seahawks fan, please, you should have pitchforks in Seattle's headquarters or training facility, whatever, and say, cut Blair Walsh, because Blair Walsh is just absolutely terrible. And I know he made, 2 or 3 field goals in the game, but at the same time, he did not make the one that counted the most. Yes, that's what it separates the good kickers or the average kickers from the best kickers in the NFL. I mean, this guy is nothing like Justin Tucker, Dan Bailey, or any of those type of kickers. He's just an average kicker when he makes his average kicks, and then when the ones that count the most, he doesn't make them, and that sucks, and that's pretty unfortunate. They could have took this game into overtime and maybe have a chance to win the game, but we'll never know because he missed a 52-yarder, and that's really disappointing. I mean, you're an NFL kicker. You've been in the NFL for a couple of years now. You should be able to make those by now, but what can you do, right? So hopefully they cut Blair Walsh sometime this season and find a new kicker. That's all I could recommend in Seattle. I don't even know why they even signed him in the first place. He heartbroken the Minnesota Vikings against you guys in the playoff game a couple years ago in the very cold Minnesota weather. And it's just whatever. So don't want to get into a rant about kickers, but Blair Walsh, ugh. All right, so anyways, let's just get into it. So predictions. Who am I going to go with? This is a little bit compelling. Well, I wouldn't say compelling. I mean, it's not like a couple of years ago when the 49ers and Seahawks were like one of the best rivalries in the NFL. Jim Harbaugh versus Pete Carroll. My gosh, those were fun days. I know Seattle won the majority of the games, but at the same time, they were so much fun. The NFC Championship game, I know we lost that game, but at the same time, that was a fun game to watch. 23-17, and Richard Sherman broke our hearts, kind of. Malcolm Smith broke our hearts, and Richard Sherman went on the rant. I'm the best corner in the game. Don't you ever talk about me, or something like that, to Michael Crabtree and what have you. I mean, it was fun. Looking back now, I kind of miss those days where we're almost making it to the Super Bowl. Now we're in NFL purgatory, I guess you could say, with the Cleveland Browns. I don't want to be mean, but I mean, it's kind of true. I mean, 1-9, it kind of sucks. I know it was good to get a win a couple of weeks ago, but hopefully Kyle Shanahan can get us out of the deep waters of NFL hell in the next couple of years, or by next season or something like that. Well, I wouldn't bank on next season, but maybe 2019 we can get to the playoffs and what have you, but we'll see then. I'm not a fortune teller, so I gotta see what they do in the next couple of months, off-season, acquisitions, training camp, all that cool stuff. Hopefully they can make some changes and do some good things in 2018 and 2019, but don't want to look to it right now. I want to look about this game against the Seattle Seahawks, and this is a really tough one because Seattle kind of made this one a little bit tough since they lost this game to the Falcons in a heartbreaker fashion because of Blair Walsh and what have you. Well, there's more factors to it, but Blair Walsh is what everyone's going to remember for if you're a Seahawk fan. It sucks for you guys, but I don't know. I mean, I don't hate the Seahawks too much, surprisingly. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys in the Bay Area hate the Seahawks with a passion, but I guess since I don't live in the Bay Area, the hatred for me is not as strong as you guys' but, you know, I got a little bit of love for them, so there you have it. But who am I going to go with, really? I don't know. I'll probably pick the Seattle Seahawks to win this game, to be honest with you. I think overall they're a better team. I know they're Kam Chancellor and Richard Sherman less Seahawks, Legion of Boom, but at the same time, I feel like defensively, they're not that bad, considering the fact that they held Matt Ryan to about like 200 yards and under passing, and offensively, they could still be a challenge, but at the same time, Russell Wilson's their quarterback, so he can make stuff happen, scramble out of the pocket, make the big passes when he needs to, and plus they're playing the San Francisco 49ers, and the 49ers are not the best team right now. Unfortunately, they're one of the worst teams, so they can take advantage of that. And plus, they have playoff aspirations to go for. If they want to make the playoffs this year, they still got to win games. I mean, it's kind of hard now since they lost this game, but at the same time, it's still possible to make the playoffs in Seattle's case. And if they want to make a run, they got to beat this team. And if they don't beat this team, then they're pretty much out of the playoffs for good. If they can't beat the 49ers this week, then they are gone for good for this year. And that'll be the first time they missed the playoffs since like 2011 or something like that. It would be pretty disappointing, and maybe it could be the end of the Seattle Seahawks as we know it. I don't know. tell, but too early to tell. I really think Seattle's going to handle their business. It's going to be a close game, I think, just because they're Kam Chancellor, Richard Sherman Seahawks, and they're not as good as before, even though they did a pretty good job against Matt Ryan. But I just think they can hold off C.J. Beathard and Carlos Hyde and what have you. I mean, they're not the biggest offensive juggernaut in the NFL right now, and defensively for the 49ers, they can give up some big runs. They've been doing that for the past couple of weeks. I know they didn't do anything too awful against the Giants, but for the past couple of weeks against the Cowboys, the Eagles, they allowed some big rushes and big rushers, I guess you can say. Adrian Peterson, I think LeGarrette Blount for the Philadelphia Eagles. If I had to go to the final score prediction, I'll probably go Seattle, like 24, San Francisco 17. I think it's going to be a pretty decisive game in my opinion. I want to see the San Francisco 49ers win. I want to see them pull an upset, but I don't see that happening. And if they do pull an upset, then I should do something surprising for you guys. But I really think Seattle's going to win this game. I think they're going to do their job and try to make their playoff hopes alive and eke out a win against the 49ers at Levi Stadium, I'm assuming. Yeah, it's at Levi Stadium because they play at Seattle week 3, I think. So yeah, that's going to be pretty much it, you guys. I know I want to see the 49ers win. I know you guys want to see the 49ers win, but unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen this week. I know they lost the Falcons, but I think they can rebound and have a good game against the 49ers because the 49ers are not that good. So really disappointing to say, but that's my prediction. So yeah, that's going to be pretty much it. You guys, please let me know what you guys think about the game against the Seattle Seahawks. Do you think they can win this game? Do you agree with my prediction? And just let me know in the comments below what you think. And if you guys like this, please like, subscribe, do whatever you want with this. And I'll be catching you guys up later. So I hope you guys have a nice day, nice weekend, nice week, whatever you want to call it. And tomorrow I should be going into in-depth about the Seattle Seahawks again. So I'll see y'all then. You guys have a nice day. Bye, guys.